10 seconds, 5 seconds. Start. The question of village sanitation, etc., would have been solved long ago. He also spoke at the Madras Social Service League. One of the main planks was sanitation and hygiene in the city at length. From the text of Gandhiji's speech, a reader can gather that the lady who chaired the meeting took Gandhiji's prayer to the meeting to a nearby locality where the League had done some useful work in the area of sanitation and cleanliness. He referred to it in his speech and said that the chair lady had taken him to Pariah village and described its condition before the League's work began. Upon looking at its status after the League's work, Gandhiji found the place worth praising. He said in his speech, "After seeing the village, I make bold to state that it is a model of cleanliness and order, and it is much cleaner than some of the busiest and the most central parts of Madras. That is undoubtedly a creditable piece of work on the part of the Social Service League, and if the League can penetrate into the recesses of Madras and to do the same kind of work, certain things which I have noticed in Madras will be conspicuous by their absence when I next pay my visit to this great city. These things stare us in the face and have got to be remedied. When our pariah, breathen and amenable to reason and persuasion, shall we say that the so-called higher classes are not equally amenable to reason and persuasion, and are not amenable to hygienic laws which are indispensable in order to live the city life? For Gandhiji, such experience might have been deja vu. The major contention that the British and European citizens had against the Indians in the cities of South Africa was real, but on occasions exaggerated. Working for years with the Indian communities, Gandhiji had developed insights. Hence, he shared his ideas on working of Madras Social Service League with visit to Kashi Vishwanath temple in mind, he shared his experiences at the temple and the dirt on the streets of Kashi. He had been aghast to see the same dirt in the sanctuary. He said, "What is true of Kashi Vishwanath is true in the majority of cases in our holy temples. Here is a problem for the Social Service League. It must not be a problem for government or municipality. Immediately you begin going to schools, you leave temples alone. Before we fit ourselves for this work, we should revolutionize the educational system. We are today in a false position, and I promise that we shall incur the curse of the next generation for this great tragedy enacted before us. It is a matter forth inking and redressing. The task may be Herculean, but this reward will be adequate." Gandhiji observed in sanitation, dirt and filth in most places in villages, cities, holy places, river banks, railways, ships, etc. He found negligence and irresponsibility on part of administrators, managers, and caretakers. On the other hand, people at large were also ignorant, arrogant, and irresponsible in attitude and filthy and dirty in habits. He brought up the sanitation and hygiene subject in all possible meetings and conferences, making it part of his political, social, and personal agenda. In South Africa, he accepted the charge of insanitation partly, but with great mortification. Back in India, not only his embarrassment continued but also increased immensely as he encountered insanitation everywhere. He therefore made it a point to bring it prominently by making it an important component of the constructive program.